All right, folks, should be live. Doing a little club action, some twisted sticks action on this fine Tuesday afternoon. I just hit a couple, got out here a little bit early, hit maybe 10 to 15 wedges and a couple putts. But the plan is I'm going to warm up, or I guess continue to warm up with the pitch and putt event, and then we'll do the stroke event, full 18 at that Seaside course, which looks really good. So, getting right into it here. Starting a little bit early, but I figured I could either just keep hitting balls or might as well start doing this. We'll see if we have time after for the par 3, which is at Lincoln Hills. But this pitch and putt, Strong Design Studio, Joe, who runs this Twisted Sticks Club, is the designer of Loma Club at Night. This is one of my favorite par 3 courses. And if I remember correctly, I'll probably have to turn the sound off. It's called Pitch Perfect San Diego Nights. Really, really cool course at nighttime with a lot of stuff around surrounding. So we've got junior tees, 5-foot gimmies, Saturday pins, normal, 10 stimp, 423 feet, calm wind. All these holes are going to be, as the name implies, pitch and putt, really short. So, and I'm going to preemptively turn the sound off. From what I remember, it's really cool, but there's music and sound effects and stuff, which unfortunately YouTube doesn't like a ton. So he's going to be, based on that scorecard, it's going to pretty much be 75% 60 degree and maybe 25% 56 if we even hit it. I think it looked like everything was pretty short. What's up, Cornbread? Doing some twisted sticks, pitch and putt to warm up, and then 18 holes for the twisted sticks stroke play event, which I haven't done one yet. I keep falling behind with all the stuff I have going on into play and everything. It's like there's only so much time in the week and only so much I can play. So in any given week, I'm like missing or neglecting multiple leagues, tours, events. This is actually a SGT club that Joe Strong Design Studio runs. Some of us jumped in it. So it's separate from like leagues and SGT. You got to pay separate to join this, but he has more capabilities to do like different formats, different setups, events, all that kind of cool stuff. Cornbread here, though, did his first live stream last night. It's always nice. I commented, nice to, as soon as I clicked on it, the audio was nice and clear. It's huge when you're able to, the video is one thing. It's cool to see you swing. I liked how you had a similar net to me with like the hospital current track. That's what I have up here. The video is one thing. Everything looked good.
Cornbread's Garage
Hey, let's go,
Golf has
Cornbread.
become a member.
Appreciate you, man. Did that go through? I have my sound turned off. Hopefully the animation thing worked. Appreciate you, man. Let me before we even hit a shot, you're the man. I'm gonna add you down below to the ticker. But I was just saying, I checked out his live stream. I turned on the notification, so I'll get notified if you go live again. But to me, the audio is a huge part to where if you're saying anything, kind of commentating, we can actually hear what you're saying. Some people, for your first one, it looked really good. Some people, it takes them 5 or 10 live streams to get everything set up. Oh, it went through all right. Usually I have this course has music, so I can't play it. Usually I have the sound on, and I can hear like the little like chime noise. But really appreciate you, man. The memberships are greatly appreciated. Let me see. I want to make sure I get your name right here.
Black Cloud has become a member. 11 months already?
Cornbread's
Time is
Garage
flying by.
Golf. All right, that is going to move over the text thing, but you should see yourself in here momentarily. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Just want to make sure here. Garbage Garage, Turbo Talon. Should be up next. It's Shank and Birdie's and Triple Threat, and then you should be the next one, I believe. There we go. It's coming across right now. Cornbread's Garage Golf. Shout out Cornbread. Hey, what's up, Black Cloud? 11 months already. Time's flying by. Black Cloud. Uh, Sorry if I was talking over your. I was adding Cornbread to the ticker. If that probably also went through. Sorry if I was talking over it. Shout out Black Cloud. He was the second ever member. If I'm not mistaken, it was Uneven Par who. I don't blame him. He doesn't come in a ton anymore, so he didn't renew when I switched things over. Black Cloud was 2, and then Bogeyman Bill was 3, and all 3 of those guys were real close to each other. That's crazy, Black Cloud. 11 months sounds about right because I ordered. That was right around when I was doing the indoor streams, right before the putting streams, when I was trying to get up to 1,000 subs, and I ordered the square. I want to say like mid-October. It was like October maybe 15th or 20th, and it came, I want to say like November 5th. So that's about right. I think that was around the time where all that stuff started to happen. Shout out Black Cloud for the continued support. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you too. Look forward to setting up around. Yeah, for sure. I saw. I sent you back a message. I think you messaged or you put a reply on the Meadowbrook course. We can play that. I don't know if it's actually out or not. When I took the screenshot, it said it was coming soon. We can try that though if you want. Audio is definitely a pet peeve, so I invested in DJI Mic Mini. Oh, nice. I think that's what Big Dog has as well. Mine, I went the cheaper route on Amazon, but yeah, as long as it sounds good. I mean, it is what it is for people that don't have that stuff or don't know how to set it up in like their having their mic or having their audio go through like their computer or their camera to where if they're like facing this way, you can't hear what they're saying, which I think is half of it. But to me, audio is more important. Like you could have a grainy video, the audio is more important to me than the video. Didn't take any offense. I didn't see it till I came back over. My bad, Black Cloud. No, I don't. I do not. I don't have any issues. If you were watching last night with Whiskey Rich, he was having tons of issues. Bogeyman Bill doesn't either. But me and Bogeyman, we're also using the Open API. So there's like the official Square connector through GSPro, where like you switch your license over to the Square one. I've heard there's issues with that, and it gets rid of the built-in alignment. I'm using the one that you download from the Square website, and the license on GSPro is the Open API. I never have. I mean, you see all my videos. Like, I rarely have any type of issue. It stays connected. That could maybe be because my laptop is in April it'll be 2 years old, but new laptop with a probably pretty good Bluetooth. I don't have any issues, and to me, the Open API from the Square website connector works much better. I've never used the official one, but to me, from what I've seen, a lot less issues. All right, let's see what we can do here from a pitch and putt. 81. This will probably fade up about 2, so 84. I got to kind of step on this 56. See if we can get a little big dog razzle dazzle here. Pushed it. Spin. All right. A little too juiced. Yeah, I mean, I would see if you're having issues, I would switch. It takes, you used to have to email GSPro. Now I think you can just do it yourself and you can switch it right away. I would try downloading the one Oh, what am I doing getting my wedge out? I would try downloading the one from the Square website and switching over your license to Open API. The other reason why I did that is because I still have my Garmin R10. So I had plans on going out in the backyard to just for like funsies for a one-off thing using GSPro in the backyard with the Garmin R10. But I like the Square so much and the projector's so nice, everything inside. I just never did it. But with the Open API, it allows me to switch back and forth if I want to between the Garmin and the Square. All right, 10 stimp, 13 playing 10. Try that. No, no, no. I don't think I hit that hard. I was about to say, as soon as I hit it, I don't think that's going to get there. All right, still got a par putt. 5 feet playing 6 uphill. Well, Clyde, were you watching the games last night? Did you see, or Cornbread? You see when Tyreek Hill got hurt? Um, I was setting up and was doing the uh, Ryder Cup stuff when that was happening, but it seemed like he was like cheering, and when he was getting carted off, I could see him. He was saying like yes, as if like I think he wanted out of Miami, as in like yes, I'm gonna get paid my money and I'm gonna be out the rest of the year, and by the time he plays again, he'll be on another team. That's how it looked for me. I don't know if they did any kind of analysis or whatever after the fact. Um, Apparently, Judd was saying last night. Tyreek has not exactly the best track record in terms of how he treats his significant others. So Judd wasn't too torn up about him getting hurt. Phone notifications went off when he got injured, so I saw the replays. Only watched the Bills game. Rarely watch any other teams. Really? I watch pretty much everything. I don't blame you. There's a lot to watch, but like Sunday, I had the Patriots were on at 1. There was the morning game, which I caught some of, and then I had Red Zone on, and I had the Ryder Cup. All right, 46 down about 4 to 42. Probably land this about ideally 37. That's 47. Just gonna leave this wedge out. $15-footer. Let's go. Caw, 1 under. Probably was more in shock than anything is why I reacted to that. I just don't know. I had it actually muted, so I couldn't even hear what they were saying. Um, I don't know if there was any, if they just like, if they found out any reporting after the fact. I hadn't really watched anything this morning. Um, seemed kind of a strange reaction. Like he was riding with the trainer, and they were kind of like talking to each other and like putting his arm around him and hitting him on like saying it's okay type of thing. But just kind of seemed like a strange reaction that he seemed happy. Usually you see some guys with like the towel over their head, they're like crying as they're going out. 70, probably hit this about 65. Oh, come on. You're going to stay outside the circle? A little bit of a bendy one. How cool is this course, by the way? I don't know if we have to give up the cup here. That's moving pretty good. May have to give up the cup. Caw. 2 under through 3. 11 under is the leader. 7 under. D-Lud shot 6 under. Good round, D-Lud. Boogeyman Bill went away. Boogeyman Bill had a good round. Let me see if I can make that out. Boogeyman Bill shot 4 under. Okay, Boogeyman. Pain tolerance is super high. I split my finger in half playing basketball. My finger was exposed. Ran off the court to the front desk and asked for an ambulance. Really? All right, 60 degree. I don't even know if it's worth aiming on these. Just try to hit them straight. 43 up to about 44, 45. Hit this in the neighborhood of about 40. 39. Short. Heat maps are a thing. So I was probably towards a ridge. I probably should have gave it a little bit extra, but 11 feet. I like to think, I pretty much broke. I've definitely broken multiple things and I've never gone to the hospital for them, so I feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance too, but that's kind of relative. There's some people that you say that, so who knows. But what are we hitting this? 11 on 10 stimp. I don't know if I hit that. Wow. That thing snapped. That was a dead straight putt too. Use that one as a warm up sometimes. It's in San Diego. Never played it when I lived there. Always seemed pretty busy. Super bright at night. Pretty noisy right around the airport. Yeah, it's pretty cool. He has like all the city behind. There's music playing. Remember he had like a McDonald's or a Wendy's or something. He did a really good job on this. Oh, speaking of the airport, there's an airplane flying over right now, right next to this tree. It's pretty cool. He has the regular one too. He has the regular Loma Club, and then he has this one at night. Needle to numb your finger was worse. Sprinted both ankles back to back. Sprained both ankles. Yeah, I've severely sprained both, and for sure, I've had grade 3 sprains on both ankles where like your entire up until like the back of your knee, everything's like black and blue. Um, and yeah, they do say that because you can never recover. It never really recovers. Like if you break something and you have it repaired correctly, that can grow back and kind of heal. The sprain allegedly is just kind of permanently weakened. Hole in one. What is that reference to? D1. Did I miss something? 78, playing 71. Probably hit the 65-ish. That's short. Skip. Did you get a hole in one here or something? You were 6 under. Or did I say something now? I'm forgetting. 22. Playing 24. This middle section, I'm just going to leave it. I don't know. This middle section's moving quicker, but it goes both ways. No. $70. Sprained it 10 years ago. Gotta get my son from the school. Take it easy, Black Cloud. Yeah, it was funny you say that. I've been tying the last couple days. Been tying my shoes a little bit looser. My left ankle has been really, really hurting at night. I think it's from swinging driver and hitting fuller shots. You kind of finish with your weight forward, that kind of to the side motion. Uh, both my ankles are messed up from basketball, but it's really been hurting at night. Leaving them short. Another double breaker. 24 playing 28. It's probably going to be more than that. Try that. No, again? Your chat is too wild. I chipped in on the 26-yard hole. You got a hole in one, D1? What do you mean my chat's too wild? What am I missing? Congrats on the hole in one. Did something like not go through? Oh, there it is. I know what it is. That was happening. It's happened to your stream, I've noticed, and it's happened to mine last night. If you don't click the chat filter settings and change it from top messages to all, it just filters out random messages that it shouldn't. So if anyone has said stuff before, I'm not ignoring it. I just haven't seen it. Because now your other one just popped up. It said I made a hole in one on a 26-yard hole. Like that just didn't show up before. So stupid. Congrats, Dylan. That's awesome. Better insoles, helping the ankle pains. High arch insoles. Yeah, I mean these things are just old basketball shoes. I was wearing FootJoy like spikeless shoes, but those cement your feet too much into the turf. So these high top ones, a little more support for your upper ankle, but they're pretty old and they're pretty beat up. 65. Stupid chat. You gotta remember to do that and default it to all messages instead of. Look at the doggo digging on the green. How many am I going to leave right on the lip? That should have been 3 putts now. That should be 5 under instead of 2 under. $55 up to $57. Just do that. Not have to putt. That one I aimed. I'm too lazy to even use the keyboard, so that one I purposely tried to, really didn't start that far left. I tried to start it further left. All right, D-Lot, was this the one you got it on? Looked like he was taking a dump. He might have been. Look at these people dancing in the background. Guys are going crazy. Golf shot? What's up, Ida? Dog just dropped a deuce. Watch my step. All right, is this one? Are we actually on a tee? It says tee, but it says the same thing, doesn't it? For that, what is it? Bootleggers, where you're like in the rough or something. Kind of tough to tell where we are. I have a feeling this may be in the rough, but it's only 28 down about a yard, so 27. It's gonna roll out a little bit. Hit this like 22-ish. It's too much. 26. And that started way right. $16 playing $17. Snaps pretty good at the end. Maybe a touch too much, but that's really gonna. I pushed it. I don't know if you can see, Ida. We were talking about it a little bit yesterday. The green laser level right down the middle of my mat. It's pretty nice because I line it up. I put the ball to where the line's going right down the middle, and then I put my putter here too, and I can see the laser going right through the middle of my putter as well. I don't always do that, but it gives you a good reference. And then obviously you just try to roll it down the line. Helps a lot. Not always perfect there, 0.8, but 32 up to 33. Hit this like 28. 42. That did not feel like 42. 10. Down slope. Thought that would have rolled out more on that down slope. Gotta make par the hard way. It's not really mounted. It's just on a tripod. If I hit from about here, it's usually where I put the ball. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the front of the tripod. About 8 feet behind me on a tripod. I don't want to move it. I can take a picture and show you, but it's just a regular tripod, and it's called a ball mount. So if you've seen those ones where it screws in like it's a 1/4 inch thread, and then you can, usually it's for like a camera, you can move the ball around. I just have it pointed straight down. So before I had it like the laser level on the ground, and it would shoot up halfway up the screen, but that low, it would mess with my eyes. Having it pointed straight down onto the ground and runs this way. I've been using it like this for maybe a month now, and it doesn't mess with my eyes. Maybe I'm just sensitive to it, but it's about chest level. It's like right in like probably my sternum level in terms of height up on a tripod, and just shooting straight down to the ground. And the laser, like I could tilt it up, but the laser stops right about here. Works really good. I'll take a picture though. Yeah, just if you have just a random tripod laying around, um, I could show you this one. So this is the camera. This is the camera that I use for Discord. You see how it has this ball mount that you can like articulate it and move it. So the bottom of the laser level is just screwed into that instead of a camera, and then it's just pointed. It's basically on a tripod like this, about 8 feet behind me, and the thing is pointed straight down into the ground, and it works really good. 24. I mean, there's probably a better way. Maybe if you had it, you could probably permanently mount it. I have it plugged in as well. It's rechargeable. If you're gonna get one, I mean they're cheap. Get one that you can actually recharge it. So it has a USB-C with a rechargeable battery, and I just leave it plugged in when I'm using it and just unplug it and turn it off. But that way you don't have to like mess with changing batteries or anything. It's always just ready to go. And the battery itself, I think it lasts like 15, 20 hours before you have to charge it. So it lasts a while anyways, but I could send you a link if you want for the one that I got, if it's still available on Amazon. 24. Too much. Juiced. Seven. That's what you have for your webcam, yeah. So that's what I do. It works really good. For 13 bucks, I think it's worth it. 67. If you're gonna do the whole overhead projector thing anyways, for like your swing, any of the swing stuff, like kind of what Ben or Flying Fat could have, then maybe 13 bucks you don't need to spend. But in the meantime, that works really good. Scold it. All right, 26 playing 18. Wow, I pushed that a degree. All about easy fixes. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, no problem. And by the way, I know we were talking last night and you were saying how you like just turn stuff on and making it work. And I was like, yeah, I guess there's people that like tinker like Ben or whatever else. And I said, like, maybe I'm in the middle and then you on the far end. Uh, your setup is really nice from the way it looks. So it's nothing to do with how your setup is. I was just saying more so in terms of like you just turn stuff on and get it to go. It's not like you got your setup is one of the better looking ones. These short holes are killing me. $22. Really, from 22 yards, there's no real excuse to be missing it like that. I'm kind of just hitting them, but that's not a hard shot. I should not have an 8-foot putt that's breaking like this. Another putt left short. Good HLA on that one, though. All right, 78, playing 71. I have to break mine down after each use, so alignment would just take way too long. I may do, though. I mean, this thing, like, mine even moves when I unplug it. If in terms of this, are you talking about the square alignment or both? This thing is really easy. I mean, I could move it, and what makes it easy for me, I shoot it right down. There's 2 holes in this Country Club lead mat. I shoot it right down the middle, and I also have these gym tiles in front, and I have a little cutout just to bridge this right here, and there's a ridge right in the middle, luckily, that goes right through it. But you could even just do like a piece of tape in front And then even if you had to move that thing every time, you just shoot it so it's right down the middle piece of the tape and you know you're good. And the nice thing too, the whole reason why I bought it is to make aligning the square easier. So if you line this up with like the offset on GSPro, I know you don't have the screen, but you pick your center line of where you want to hit from, then you just put the square alignment stick right on top, and you're good to go. And now it helps with putting too on top of it. Go. Basically 14 playing 15. Caw. A little pulley, but you got it to go. That's a course correction from pushy push before. Still not perfect, obviously. It doesn't make you hit dead straight putts every time, but certainly helps. Before, when I got, this is my second Country Club Elite strip, which I really, really like. These mats are awesome. Wish I had the 500-600 bucks for a full size one. But my other one was 10 by 24. This one's 10 by 36, so it's an extra foot longer. And I lost kind of reference without this laser level, just this bigger mat. It was kind of like I was just putting into the abyss, and I didn't have a good reference of where straight was. So once I added this thing, I tried chalk, which doesn't work great. Big Dog uses one of those like chalk lines. You like roll it up, and then you like snap the line down. You could try that, but then you got to keep redoing it. It's not great. 44, playing 38. Keep coming up long. I don't feel like I'm hitting it that hard with the 60. Should probably just putt this, but all right, 3 holes left that we're gonna play. May hit just a couple on the range for driver, and then just start playing. 54. As of right now, I'm tied with Bogeyman. Man. Wonder if it's because I'm not aiming and I'm trying to shut down the face a little bit. Now I leave it short. Go. All right, that was a lucky bounce down that hill. '61, final hole. Is this new? I don't think this. There may have been an update. I don't remember seeing this guy over here. Maybe it's just the different tees. These are the junior tees. This guy is singing up on the fence. This lady over here is breaking it down. Face was open. What do we got? 22 playing 25. Maybe too much. Again? Not enough again. That was probably 4 putts on the edge. That could have been way lower, and honestly should have been. Gotta be on Mad Dog. Triple Threat 2, I don't know if you saw it. I sent you a message on Discord thanking you for becoming a member. You did it when I wasn't live, so I wasn't able to thank you real time, but greatly appreciate it. All right, let's do 13 pars, 5 birdies. I mean, hey, it was a clean scorecard. Granted, those are really short holes, but that should have been better. 14 out of 18 greens of regulation. Jeez, that took 40 minutes. That was supposed to be like a quick warm-up round. All right. Get out the nicer, newer game balls. Hit a couple drivers. I did that before. I used that to warm up. And by the time you hit 18 holes worth of like easier wedge shots, I have a feeling it may be tougher to start swinging fuller all of a sudden. We'll see what this 8-iron goes. Gladly like the content. You're the man. All right, 146 with a fade. This is supposed to be, granted I didn't hit that hard. This is supposed to be like a 155, 160. 150. Turn my sound back on. Triple threat, we still gotta do a scramble sometime. Do whatever course you want, whatever tees you want, whatever setup you want. We can do a par 3 course. I think it'll just be fun. I pulled that, but that should go further. I'm digging the feeling of keeping my back to the target more throughout the swing. Keeps my head a little more stationary. Kind of feel like, that was hit pretty good. Feel like your hands kind of come and extend out in front of you and you hit the ball while you're kind of still down more in this type of angle. Enjoyed the stream. Got to run. Take care. See you, Ida. All right. A couple drivers, then we're going to do 18 holes at that ocean, whatever it's called, course. That was supposed to be a quicker. I know I kind of jibber jabber a lot. That was supposed to be a quicker warm up than 40 minutes. By the time, I don't know what you're doing. By the time you come back, I may still be here. Bit toey. So yesterday, I turned this down a click. Past like week and a half maybe or so, I've been playing this 8 degrees up to 10. Now it's probably 9.5. It's 8-degree driver, so it's probably playing 9.75, 9.5, somewhere in there. Kept my back to the target, face was just wide open, didn't release the hands. I will say, even if the square is only, it's allegedly with these, or not allegedly, but it says it's accurately measuring with these club stickers. It's accurately measuring the attack angle and the club path. And then based on those two and other metrics, it estimates face to target and dynamic loft, which I don't have up. But honestly, the way that felt and the way that resulted, I think it's pretty close. It may not be pinpoint accurate for the face to target, but the club path felt pretty good, like in to out. That wasn't bad. It's just the face was wide open because I didn't release my hands, and that's what it showed. So even though it's estimated, I don't think it's wildly off. One more of those and then we'll do it. Lower ball speed, but that was still kind of a smooth swing. 272 raw carry. Oh, low on the face, and my screen, or my bungee just snapped. Man, now I'm going to have to fix that before we play. Oh, there's always something. Do I have an extra bungee readily available here is the question. If I don't, I'm going to have to go inside and grab one. Let's go. I have one. All right, brief intermission here. Let me fix my frayed bungee. Actually practicing a lot now. My health is back. Starting to get off the tee. No biggie for me. It'll be very long. You don't even hit driver. I mean, it's all good. Like I said, like we can play whatever. Like we can play a par 3 course together. We can even do like a chip and putt like I just did. It doesn't matter. It's not about like bombing it. It's just about, going back and forth. You seem like a pretty funny guy for some of the messages you write. So it'll just be fun kind of joking around, going back and forth, and just like if we play scramble, even if we play like the whites or the yellows or the reds, if I don't get us off the tee, then it's my fault, not yours. So I just think it'll be fun. And as far as I'm aware, you haven't done much or any of the like playing with other people online, which is honestly the best part about the sim. It's so much fun playing with people where you can actually like talk to them as you're playing and see their shot and all that stuff. The sim is great as is, but that kind of to me brings it up a notch in terms of fun and feels like you're actually playing around outside type of stuff. And you just do it all through Discord. It's really easy. Got a lot of stuff I gotta try to schedule and fit in. I want to play with Cornbread, I want to play with Ida, I want to play with Triple Threat, amongst all the leagues and the clubs and the SGT Tour and our members only Ryder Rocket Cup as well. That did not feel like 3,000 spin. Gave that one a little extra, but didn't time up the face. One of those high 150s with a draw. Come on. Another fade. That's what I really want to get to. You guys have a blast. For sure. But don't feel like you don't need to get to a certain point where you're hitting it a certain distance or scoring a certain score to be able to play. You can make anything work. All right, good enough. I've played with much worse people than you, so don't worry about it. Like, I'm not saying you're bad. I'm saying I've played with people that like can't get the ball off the ground bad. All right, Twisted Sticks, stroke play, Island Seaside Course. Green tees, 5-foot gimmies, Thursday pins, normal, 11, calm wind. Love it. All right, we're going to try to play this on the quicker side. That took a long time. Been live almost an hour. Yeah, let's hit the flyover. This course looks pretty good. So this is in Georgia, I think it is, designed by GSPro at 10. He does a really good job. Sea Island Seaside Course. First hole, par 4, 375. If I'm not mistaken, there's a good amount of water and ocean on some of these holes. Look how good the sand, like the waist area looks over here. Pine straw. There's like a marshland or something over there. Low in the face and spinny, but it's down the middle. Not hateful, as Flying Fat Kid says. 109. Up about 2 to 111. A little bit into the wind. I think we need about 105-ish. Hundred. It's gonna need to go. Close. At least I didn't shank it like yesterday. That was honestly going through the back of my head. 19. 11 stimp, I think I said. 11 stimp. 19 playing 22. Caw. I pulled it, but that worked out. Talk about a long time that match yesterday that took forever. With all the co-wars, surprised nobody passed out. Love the burp counter. Yeah, that was it was fun, kind of somewhat being a part of it. They just none of those guys do YouTube, so I popped in to stream it. Honestly, I was some people gave me like Big Dog Stice and I believe Flying Fat Kid gave me some super chats to hop on the mic and commentate, which I did for about 14, 15 holes. And then by the time like midnight came around or close to it, I started getting pretty sleepy without having a ton to say. I was battling, staying awake for that, but a lot of technical issues. It was still a good match though. That's the cool thing about kind of the group that we have, especially like doing the smaller members only. I don't want any part of that water. We know all the guys, and we played with them multiple times, so everyone's fun to play with. Everyone's a good guy. It's awesome. It's good to like meet new people and whatnot. But sometimes people play, they're either shy or maybe that's just not their personality. They don't really say a ton, so they kind of just like hit their shot and like they're kind of quiet. I think uh, ideally you're pretty good at golf and you're fun and entertaining to play with. But if I had to pick one or the other, I'd rather play with someone that you're like cracking jokes and laughing and having fun, even if they suck at golf. I'd rather play with someone like that than someone that's like a plus handicap, really good at golf, and that just doesn't say anything. But that's just me. Oh boy. Well, that was the get out of the bunker. That was the anti hit it right into the water swing right there. 134. What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna turn on. If you guys haven't seen this, it's actually really cool. I'm gonna turn on the. It's called voice attack. I'm kind of getting tired of walking back and forth just to aim a little bit. This voice attack, you can use voice commands, which is really cool to control GSPro. So if we click on here, watch this. Reset. It's going to come out right. This one I'll aim. But in the future, I'll just tell it what I want it to do. You can go one way or the other. You can do different commands. It's pretty cool. Right, I'm going to go 9-iron out of this. I don't know if it's going to quite get there, but... I got there. Actually a pretty good shot. Right. Right. I won't do it for these, but you get the idea. If you've never seen it, it's pretty cool. Ten playing 11. Caw-caw! 2 under through 2. All right, 190. Scout. Right 5. Right. 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 Scout. Maybe checking that a while back. Set up a macro pad on the tripod next to my hitting mat so I don't have to walk back and forth. It was like $40 on Amazon. Yeah, I actually saw that. So that was the I've seen people do that. There's like a control pad app that you can control it with. That's nice if you have the tripod like right here. I don't have an iPad, so that kind of option was out for me. Honestly, people have complained about the control boxes are good. They're kind of expensive, but they're good for everything up until the green, to where you're trying to aim delicately and you still need to use either the mouse or the keyboard. Everything else, it seems to be pretty good, but I have all the commands that um, all the control boxes have, and this is free. And I have the mic on anyways, like you will, Cornbread. So I just tell it to do whatever I want, and you can put in any words or any different commands you want, which is really cool. Like heat map, heat map. It's pretty good and it's pretty accurate. You do the voice training to make it even better. I thinned it. Go. It's a bad shot. That is a pitiful 6-iron. Heat map. Sometimes if you say stuff too quick, it doesn't pick it up, but heat map. That's all. Heat map. Heat map. Not enough. Good par save. Wow, look at this hole. T left. I think we may be able to take. This is one of those where it says 415, but like usual on the scorecard, it takes you out to the right and then over. This will probably take off like 100 yards if we go directly at it. Not quite. Sometimes with those dog legs. Go out that way. Look at the bridge in the background. That looks cool. Oh, came out of it. It'll be fine, but 240 carry. That was really low in the face too. It's like a 3-wood. Oh, it's not an iPad, it's a pad. You completely customized with buttons. Oh, okay. So you basically made your own control box then. That's cool. Right 5. Oh, that's too far. Left 2. Left 2. Don't I have that command? Left 3. Should have stayed out to the right. 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 11. 4 to the front. One at 5 or 6. I thought it was going to be perfect. All right, 8-footer. The first one's moving it left. And then it comes back a little bit to the right. Another good par save. 2 under through 4. Fifth hole, par 4. Tee left. That T1 probably saves the most amount of time. All right, this one. We'll see. This is kind of a risky line. Try to give it extra to get it over. Toey smothered it. Been in worse spots though. 79, up a yard out of the rough. So we're 80, 1.7 left. That's fine. Heat map. Yeah, we'll just leave it. Heat map. Didn't hit it. .34 playing 39. Inner circle, we're happy. Take the par. I think I'm going to hit a pitching wedge off the bottle cap. It's going to be a pretty full one, but it should roll out. Thinned it. Go! Need an extra like 3 yards, I think. Yeah. Wanted like 130, hit it 127. Needed to draw more too. .22, playing 23. I don't know if I hit it. So I pushed that, and that still finished on the low side. Par 5. Tee left. Scout. Bounce right. I think it should. Looks like a bigger hill there. Stay in the fairway. Left. Left. Uh-oh. Okay, it's fine. $29 out of the rough. Heat map. Left. Heat map. Heat map. Heat map. Caw. Hey, McGolfin TV with the raid. Appreciate you, buddy. McGolfin TV and their viewers just joined. Say hello. Hello to McGolfin TV. Walk up. You just hit into me, you punk. T left. Did Lex get in another fight? McGolfin TV Invasion. What's up, boys? We are 3 under after 7. We just did a pitch and putt to warm up, so not exactly swinging at full pop, but we're not playing terrible. That was supposed to draw. That's going to go towards that tree. Get through it. Get through it. Get through it. Right off of it. That couldn't have hit it more directly. Walk up. Lex almost crippled a little man. Called him a punk. Playing the red tees? No, it's not the Reds. We're playing the green tees at 62.88. Usually, I think that's probably either similar to the whites or maybe one behind the whites. Usually the whites are, for the most part, I mean, it depends on the course, but usually right around 6,000-ish because that's what I do for my league. We're at 62.88. Definitely not the tips. All right. I did see, I was in there, I was watching for maybe half an hour. I was in there. These have as colliders. We got to go low. I was in there when Lex got hit into. Try a low 8. Hopefully it doesn't get up too quick. May even, we'll go 7 just to keep it a bit lower. Need about a hundo. I mean, we're chipping 3 from there. I don't hate that. 27. Try out the Coeur d'Alene course when you get a chance, or at least see how close you can get to the pin on the 14th hole. How am I 3 under? Well, sometimes I look like I know what I'm doing in terms of golf. Nice calves. Have a good stream. Going to Home Depot. See you, Phil. Thanks for the raid. You're the man. I don't wear shorts when I golf because I get sunburn on the back of the knees. Gotta wear sunscreen, foof. This course looks legit. This is really nice. This is I think it's in Georgia. It's Island Seaside Course by GSPro at 10. Looks really nice. All right, we got a high spot back here. 27 up a yard. It's gonna land soft. We are on a downslope though, but so we're at 28. Hit this like 23, 24, 25. 22, go. All right. Take a par from that tee shot. Rick, sometimes it looks like I've never golfed before. Sometimes it looks like I'm halfway decent. Tee left. This is the Twisted Sticks stroke event. This is actually the first one I've done. I've been slacking on a lot of this stuff. Don't love that water up there. Better. 262 raw. 292 leaves us with 114. What's this heat map looking like? Probably hit this ideally about 110. Wow, that's 10 short. That's a bad shot. Now we have a 43-foot putt. Double breaker. So it goes right to left at the start and then it comes back. Try that. Honestly, this is for birdie. Just get inside the inner circle for a par. Move on with our lives. Break. Sunscreen's just blessed, so greasy. It's an old cartoony design. Oh, really? It's an older one? Chicken Head, what's up, Flying Fat Kid? Only one version. So, Foof, this program has been around for a few years. The problem is the designers are getting so good with all the tools they use and everything. If the course is a few years old, it just won't look anywhere as good as this. And it's open source, so you have to meet some criteria, but you can pretty much design and put up whatever you want. So there's people that design these courses for a full-time job. So there's just some that are people are way more talented and have been doing it way longer than other people. So although it's up there, they don't look the same. There's all different people that design these. So it'll resemble and look like the course. It just probably like this one looks really good. It probably, from what Murph's saying, probably won't look quite as good. Curious, I can load it up after this if you want. We can just go through it quick. Do some flyovers. Like I can do, watch this. Flyover. We can just go through if you want and just kind of take a look at what the course looks like. And we can skip around holes. If it's on there though, that website that I sent you yesterday, the Simulated Golf Tour, if it's on there, every single course that's on there, I can play on here. It's just that all the courses, like basically what I was saying is all the courses vary in quality of how they're done, and these courses take dozens of hours to do. So draw, draw. Now sit. Okay. 110. We got redemption with this approach wedge. 7.8 left. Scout. 110 out of the rough. Wow, that launched so far left. I pulled it a touch too. That's not great. I want it closer to like 105, 107. That was 102. You don't play anything built in 2022, for example. 14th hole is what makes it iconic. Only floating green, actual shuttle too. That's awesome. Tech team in India for more courses. Wife and I still working into the sim golf business. Thinking of an ad. No, it's not real golf, but closer to than getting a sunburn. Speaking of Discord, how about informational video on how? I can do that. What are you specifically? What are you looking for? Just like a general capabilities and features type. Had it after though, Foof. Just kind of keep in mind of what you saw yesterday. I don't even remember what we did yesterday. We did Pro Tour. Where was that? I don't know. But you take a look at how good this looks, and from what Murph is saying, it probably won't look quite as good. This thing's gonna break a ton. I just don't know about some of those businesses now. Triple Threat. We were kind of talking about it the other day a little bit, how Top Golf was really popular and then that kind of fell off for how expensive it got, and like the fun factor isn't quite as much there. And I feel like with these home sims becoming more and more accessible, I feel like it'll start trickling down to where how Top Golf has fell off. I feel like those indoor businesses will kind of fall off, and more people will be able to do this if they have the space. I get some people don't have like the garage space or whatever to be able to do it, but I don't know if I hit it. Well, I did hit it. That was nuked. Not great. Pretty straight though. 9-footer. Good par save. 3 under through 10. To get stuff in, I know I just have trouble with it. Just play around Discord. Can't really mess anything up. You can delete the room or chat. Designers are doing amazing work. Indoor sim, way cheaper to set up. People on Facebook Marketplace to rent out their basements for sim golfs. Par sims. Am I doing this video on Discord? No. So this is just OBS, like you use Triple Threat when you do videos. We use Discord, like you see, like we have the members chat. Like mainly Discord is just like a big chat room for people to kind of talk and go back and forth. And then when we do any of the online stuff, so last night was on Discord. When you're playing with anyone, so you basically, Discord has built in basically like a Zoom call or a FaceTime. It basically has that built in. So you can either do like just a voice call to where like you're talking on the phone. You can do that, and you can also turn on your video to where you can see what the other person's doing, and you can also share your screen if you want to do that. But that's what those voice channels are for. The one in Ohio called Hosel Rockets. I think I've seen that. I've Googled Hosel Rocket before to see where I come up on the search results, and I think I've seen that one. Imposters. But yeah, Dealed's right. If you just mess around with it, I don't know if you're talking more so about setting up a server for yourself, which is still pretty easy, or just like using any of ours that we already have set up. Not quite bombing it today, but it's in play. 116. Another approach wedge. All right, we want to be a little bit on the longer side here. I scolded it. It's going to be a good distance, but it's too far right. .28 playing 30. I will say though, if you get this setup, if you get this like indoor simulator business set up in a popular golf spot where you can keep renting stuff out for $40, $50 an hour, and you're able to keep getting people in and out constantly, you can make obviously a good amount of money doing it. I would just be worried you get that one. I know you have insurance and all that stuff, and probably people have to sign waivers and whatnot, but you get that one group of like teenagers that want to just go and mess around, and they start doing Happy Gilmores and break like a $10,000 launch monitor or something. I would worry about that stuff. Set up an indoor golf sim in your basement and rent it out. Do BYOB, just charge a fee so you don't need a liquor license. What's up, Whiskey Rich? Big money maker in booze. Call mine the Whiskey Tea Time Experience. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's the problem, Foof. All these things, although you can do it pretty cheap, you also have people that come in and they're not used to it. So you're putting, I mean, it's a good way to make some money if you want to do that, but you got random people showing up to your house. You got people putting extra wear and tear on everything. So, like, all this stuff is kind of degradable to a point where, like, the mat gets worn out, the screen gets worn out. They come in with dirty clubs, and then they get dirt all over the ball, which gets dirt all over the screen. Some people have like $500 screens. Projectors, if you're going 4K, you have like $5,000 projectors. Murph and Flying Fat Kid here have overhead launch monitors that cost like $7,000. There's some that are even more expensive. It's just stuff where I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze sometimes, but I get what you're saying. Man, I hammered it again. Well, unless this goes for par, we're dropping a stroke. That's a bad putt. 15 playing 19. Luckily, it's relatively straight. I kind of wanted to ram that one home. Now we're definitely dropping a stroke. Now we need this for bogey. This hole sucks. 3 over to 1 under. Or 3 under to 1 under, just like that. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Those weren't even hard putts. What's this scoreboard looking like? Strong design, 6 under. Man, I was in clear second place before that. Now I'm in third. Terrible. Boosts the higher profits margin. Smart idea would be combine hourly sim rentals, display center showroom to sell sim equipment. That's not a bad idea, Murph. Rent it to old people. The fact that I didn't really charge per hour. Use a putter instead of a sledgehammer. Find some wholesalers from turf. Walk up, Hazaraga. What's up, Speedy Gonzalez? Walk up. Had a blast watching you guys last night. Trailer Park Boys approach for donations. I like pay a membership and have 4 or so bays. Online scheduler. Yeah, putting is tough. It takes getting used to. It definitely helps for face control. D-Lud, who's in the chat here, does everything based on miles per hour. So he judges all of his putts based on how much his ball speed is. And there's a chart. I have it over here. It tells you exactly on the stimp that you are for the distance you need, how far or how hard you need to hit it in terms of miles per hour. So there's this chart here. It tells you exactly what you need. I do everything based on like, all right, a 15-foot putt, a field type of thing. But it helps for sure. This HLA here, so that last one was a 0.2 HLA putt. That's just how straight you launch your putt. So basically you want it, obviously 0-0 would be dead straight. It really does help for you're hitting that many putts with face control. I always say that driver translates 100%, irons translate 100%. Wedges, I would say probably about 75% just because you got all the different lies around the green, and then putting probably 50% because I put everything based on feel outside, but it definitely still helps. Oh, it's way right. There is a place around here, there's an indoor sim place where you book it online and it's BYOB, which is cool. So compared to Topgolf where you go there and you rent the bay and you end up spending, before you know it, it's like a $200 night. $32. Wanted like 25, 27. I do putt better outside though. Stay up. Another drop stroke, back to even. Falling apart. If you don't smell like Ben Gay today, how many swings you took last night? Slip inside chair right now. Yeah, liquor license is tough. Plus, you get all the liability of that with people drinking and driving and all that stuff. Fifth in your bag. Bring the whole bag. T left. So I think we have a combination here of me losing focus and falling apart on the back nine. Also, I feel like the course is showing its teeth a little bit more on this back nine, which is not the ideal combo. If we do that, though, we'll be all right. Place has a license but set up horribly. Scout. All right, 98 up to 99. Hit this right around 95. 95. Caw. T left. There's some, all right, this is not really a driver hole, but there's some wonky layouts here. We may catch these trees. That's pretty narrow up here, but we'll see what happens. It's got to go. All right, we did it. Spinny again. Better to be lucky than good, folks. Better to be lucky than good. 75 grand for everything. Take over the lease. One problem is 3 sim monitors. And just put in. We'll only do E6. Outdoor. Let people gather and do things like bowling. Yeah, I was talking about that. Am I the dude that's in McGolf's chat? Yeah, sometimes. I was in there today. I tune in when I can. Phil, McGolf and TV, Phil was kind enough to send people over here after his stream ended, so. Yeah, GSPro is the way to go, triple threat, and I agree with the Topgolf. I wish it was, I was saying the same thing. I wish it was the same price as, like, instead of going to like the movie theater with friends or family or bowling, I wish Topgolf was around the same price because I would pick that. I kind of view it like that. But like there's even on here, there's like Topgolf similar things with like targets. So I don't know. People say, I think people think I'm crazy when I say like 9 times out of 10, if I have like the itch to play golf, granted I play like every day, but 9 times out of 10, I'd rather just play in here, play around in like 45 minutes to an hour. I know I chat and talk to you guys, so it takes me longer, but if I'm playing like just by myself listening to music, I can play in about 30, 40 minutes and it doesn't cost you anything extra. You don't have to go book a tee time, drive to the course, set everything up, spend 4 hours there, drive back. Same thing with Topgolf. Like if I want to hit balls, either just have people here or do it here with people online. I don't know. I think I couldn't be too much happier with the setup. And mine's not even one of the nicer, more premium ones compared to some people out there. Okay, now spin. Spin. Not bad. That was almost, dare I say, a little big dog dart there. That was right over the pin. Sea Island, but it makes the grass look like I'm hitting out of Wheatfield. I think those are probably dunes, if I had to guess. Corporate deals and middle managers. All right, good look at birdie here. 7 feet, playing 6. Left center. Caw. All right, we're clawing them back. Par 5, 2 under. That scorecard took a beating on those 2 holes. Scorecard. We were going pretty good until 11 and 12. We were 3 under through 10, and we got a double and then a bogey, and we got 2 of them back. There are some narrow driving holes, though. Low on the face. May work, though. Just don't have that extra pop with driver. Apogee. I know, isn't that crazy? We're going on almost 6 years now. It was just like a blur. Come up and run the thing for you. Hey, what's up, Oopsie? What's up, buddy? Triple threat, if I'm not mistaken, is in Oregon, kind of up towards close to Oopsie country, who, if I'm not mistaken, is in Colorado. I think Ben just took a trip up there. Pretty jealous. He played Sanctuary in real life. Pretty awesome. 230. Oopsie, we got to play two. We got to try to do a scramble. You guys look like you have a ton of fun playing. Did you guys? So what's the Oopsie? What's the backstory? Is that like? Do you guys share that space, or is that like your garage, or like a warehouse or something, or is it his? Oopsie's got an awesome channel. He does some testing stuff. Also, someone over there has a McLaren, or did at one point, which is pretty sweet. 230. We'll go play this a bit safer and go 3 hybrid. Oopsie and Chubsy. I think, right? Did I get that right? Your sim's down, you're building a new room for it inside the building. Oh, nice. Don't get sucked into Apogee. Backwards ass company. They don't deal with GSPro. Own the building. He and I have the business together. Sweet. Like I said, you guys seem like you have a ton of fun playing and goofing around and stuff. It'd be fun to do a scramble or something sometime. Oh, that may need to sit. I hit it good too. That's a 233 hybrid. Simmer. All right. Can't be mad at that. Baby draw. Oh man, it's getting worse. 141 ball speed. Good miss. Good miss. $24. What's this heat map looking like? Okay, so just all a high spot. 24, up about a yard. It's going to land pretty soft. We're on an upslope. 25, probably land this about 22-ish. 22. Another one. Can't be mad at it. Hit the number. And we got a pretty good looking bird again.
Ubsy Golf has become a member.
Let's go, Oopsie. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. Greatly appreciated. I'm gonna hit this putt and then I'll add you down below. Oopsie, if you guys played if you played Gilded Dunes, he was up there on this one of the buildings. Really cool. Shout out Oopsie. Go check out his channel. Appreciate you for becoming a member, my man. Caw-caw. That's for Oopsie. All right, let's get Oopsie in here. W Oopsie in the chat. All right, I just got to tweak this right here, and you should see your name down here. For as long as you decide to graciously be a member, you'll see your name down here for every single video and live stream now. Shout out Oopsie. Cornbread and Oopsie, new members today. You guys are the best. They need GSPro. Best thing about bars and liquor licenses, they have real estate for it. That's before they decided to sell. Give us through. So yeah, no doubt. Just let me know. Shoot me a message on Discord or something. That'd be fun. Flying Fat Kid, who's in here, is super fun to play with too. I don't know if you guys have gone back and forth at all, but Flying Fat Kid is one of the most fun people to play with. Maybe we could do me and FFK versus you two boys. That would be a blockbuster event. Golf and karaoke.
Flying Fat Kid tipped $1.99 through Super Chat. New members buy the drinks.
Thanks, FFK. Triple Threat says I like their channel. Pretty good scientists. Yeah, the lab coats are funny. Appreciate you, FFK. And for the remainder 3 holes, we will turn the ads off. Flying Fat Kid is a man of the people in terms of having an ad-free viewing experience, even though, like I said yesterday, he has YouTube Premium, if I'm not mistaken, so he doesn't even see the ads. All right, ads are off. Appreciate you, boys. It really does mean a lot. The super chats and the new members. I gotta move myself over on the tee before I do this. Man, there are some. I've been getting lucky, I think, on some of these. There are some tough driving holes here. All right, if this draws, that should be fine. Oopsie's got some ball speed too, from what I hear and what I see. I gotta do some more speed training if we're gonna play. Flying Fat Kid's up there in like the 170s, flirting with 180. That's about all I got today. We'll take it. 167 is my best in here. But usually, getting colder here in New England, it is not cold, but I don't know, just fatigue maybe, or the colder weather to where it's not 90 degrees in here now. Not swinging it as quick, but usually I'm mid to high 150s for the most part. Every once in a while, I step into one and get it above 160. 61 upslope. Let's try the 60. We'll hit this. It's up about 2, so 63. Hit this like 58, ideally. $60. Spin. A little pushy push. Decent looking bird though. 12 feet, playing 11. Cornbread says he's down. Online capability of this? Oh yeah, we do it all the time. Foof. I did one. I didn't play last night. I just streamed it, but we play all the time online. You can do so right now. It gets kind of in the weeds. This is a club, which we don't need to go into that. It's kind of separate, but they have official tours. So like they call it the Simulated Golf Tour, that website I sent you. So you're playing against the leaderboard. There's like 5 or 10 different official tours where you play 2 rounds and you're playing tournament golf against the leaderboard. And then they have a scramble tour, which I do on Saturday nights with Big Dog. If you ever tuned into one of those, he used to be a former professional golfer in Australia, and now he lives in New Zealand. Me and him play together every Saturday night. I put his video up on the screen, and we're playing together, doing a scramble tour. And right now we're doing a members-only Ryder Cup style event. So if you check on some of the videos, we play online doing that too. So you can do like all the different formats. You can do the most you can do online is 4v4, but you can do scrambles, shambles, alt shots, skins, pretty much whatever you want. It's pretty cool. Club speed, not with my launch monitor. I'm using the Square Golf launch monitor, which is honestly really awesome, and I think the best value in all of sim golf. Flying Fat Kid said that. I think Murph said it. Kind of taking that from other people, but for what you get for $700 compared to other units, it's absolutely awesome. The one thing it does not have is club head speed, which I don't even know if I need to aim this. Not ideal. Honestly, it's kind of perplexing that it's like the only launch monitor that doesn't have club head speed, but you don't really need it. To play sim golf, you really just need ball speed. And on driver, I'm not hitting these out of the middle, so you can just divide by like 1.4, 1.45 in terms of the smash factor and get a general range of where you are for club head speed. Oops, you can swing the stick. FFK's ball speed is all cutwater fueled. Lemon drops. Ball flies further when it's hot. Yes, it does. Hot and humid, it goes the furthest. Driver is great today. Thanks, Toast. I mean, I'm not really going after anything, which maybe helps. I'm kind of swinging at like 80%. I'd like to see it go further. Usually, if I hit it good, I'm usually pretty happy with like 270, 275 raw carry. I haven't quite got there today, but it's not been bad. Cruising the mid 160s. I think 179 was your top. I mean, that's crazy. I always say with Flying Fat Kid or anyone else, like PGA Tour average is 171. So if you're anywhere remotely close to that, you're doing really well. If you're really with any of your stats, especially ball speed, any of your stats are anywhere near what PGA Tour average is, if not above it, it's pretty wild. All right, let's try to sink this for a bird. 12 playing 11. Oh, I didn't hit it, I don't think. Okay, I did. The feel's not quite there. We'll take the bird. 4 under. 2 holes left. We got a chance here. Strong Design Studio Joe is in first place at 6. I'm in solo second right now at 4. Danko shot 2. Was that 2 under or 2 over? I don't know. 154. Let's see what the heat map is. This is kind of an in-betweener distance. All right, false front. So I would have to, it's down a yard, 153. I'd have to really hit the 9. Good.
Ubsy Golf tip $10 through Super Chat.
Let's go, Ubsy. You're the man. You should, I really greatly appreciate the Super Chat. Really, really appreciate it. You should, if you're going to send anything over $2, you can write a funny message and it'll read it out. So if you're kind enough to ever send a Super Chat again in the future, just you can chirp me. I think it censors, like, don't do any swears because I don't think it reads it. But you can do funny messages and it'll read out. Appreciate you, man. $40 to 80. Geez, I can't even talk. 40. Oops, he's got me all flustered over here. 40 to 80 range is so tough. It is tough. It's all feel. How one of those long drive golfers, Top Golf, and you got over 220 ball speed. That's insane. New member drinks. Baba Booey. I don't drink, so I can add a little. I don't drink a ton either. I drink. It's not that I don't. I don't. Usually I keep it to Miller lattes, or my preferred drink. 96 calories. They're about $1 a beer. I'm not huge on hard alcohol. Did some of that stuff in college and whatnot, but I don't drink a ton. Usually a couple times a month. It's weird. Sometimes I'll have some beers like a few times during the week, and then I won't drink again for like 2 months. So it all kind of depends. But I wouldn't consider myself a big drinker. Might have to start though. All these super chats, do some celebratory Miller Latte shotguns or something. All right, we're gonna hit a smooth 8. We're looking for about 140. We're gonna go choke down 8. We're looking for about 148 or so, right in that neighborhood. Oh, I towed it. Could have done that with a 9. Luckily, we have a putt. That was terrible. The man, the myth, the legend. Solid Wisconsin beer. Flying Fat Kid says he doesn't drink. Flying Fat Kid he's got all kinds of banned substances going over there. He's mixing everything under the sun. We've got a running joke here with Commissioner Craig experimenting with insecticides and pesticides trying to increase ball speed. So we got some running jokes with like deer antler spray and hornet spray. Flying Fat Kid takes all of those plus some Cutwater lemon drops and some other banned substances that I won't mention. It's all good though. We get some good sound bites out of him when he gets all loosey goosey. All right, I'd be pretty happy with a par here. So it's uphill, so it's not going to break quite as much, but this middle section goes a good amount. We'll go edge of the circle. If it goes near the cup, great. If not, we're just looking for inner circle. 35 playing 40. Settle. I did it again. Outside the friendship circle. Now I got to put this for par. Long drive contest. You put a hole in the impact screen. I think I saw that one. Is that was it the Kavanaugh kid? The Kavanaugh, I don't know, he's younger. Kavanaugh guy. He wears the 2 gloves and he has like a white sticker with like an arrow or something on his he's like all like locked out like here, and he kind of does like some crazy. If that's the one I'm thinking of. John Daly sober. Best way to golf is after a few. It's more enjoyable. I used to think like I used to drink Fireball and stuff on the course sometimes when I wasn't. I'm still not very good, but when I was even worse, I used to think like, oh, loosen up, you swing it a little bit better. But realistically, if you're doing anything with you're trying to do anything with precision, you're not going to play better if you impair yourself after like even a beer or two. I can tell a difference. You care a little bit less. The attention to detail is a little bit less. It's more fun if you don't care what you're shooting. But if you're still trying to score well, for me, I would like to think it helps. It just doesn't. All right, let's make this for par. John Daly's method is nicotine plus caffeine equals protein. That's what he lives by. Sean barely sober. You don't get to get a transfusion every so often. John Daly's ever been sober in his life. New thing is THC drinks sold everywhere. No idea how they're legal. Doing that instead of booze the last few weeks. I never had one of those, Murph. Good thing about the whole THC thing, whether you're drinking it or eating it or whatever, or any other method, no hangover. So you kind of just go to bed. You debatably sleep better. You get the munchies, I guess, but you can wake up early the next day and not feel like you got hit by a bus. They're expensive. They get sneaky. They sneak up on you. I think the gimme range is 5 feet on this one. You can change it. They have options. You can turn it off. You can do 2. The most standard, most people play 5. That's what this is. But you can do off. You can do 2, 4, 5. I don't know if they have 6. They have 8, 10. 5 feet, yeah. Fireball's walk-up juice. Buckets of Fireball are deadly. Sorry, guys, I'm getting behind on these chats. I'm reading. I need to get better set up. Me and Triple Bogey were talking about that. I'm reading these chats on a 2016 iPhone SE. So it's about as small as it gets over here, and I don't read so good sometimes. Senorita, Mango Margarita, THC, Seltzer. Forgot the candy. Got some of the Finger 10 gloves. They're pretty good. Thanks for telling us about them. Yeah, no doubt. I've been using them for a couple years now. That's what I buy. I mean, I wear both, which is kind of rare, but I've been using these for a while. If they get gross and sweaty and smelly, they don't get crusty because they're like microfiber or like whatever they are. They're really good if it's really hot out and you're sweaty or if it's raining. And if they get nasty, you just toss them in the washing machine. They come out like brand new. So highly recommend, and they're cheap. Get one of those vaporizers. No hangovers, less calorie. Hey, you like a star buffet? Chinese buffet? That's the chat of the day right there. Social experience drinking. Smoke cigars. Drink a beer. Yeah, I'm try to finish this off. We got a halfway decent round going. Again, besides the those two holes there, we had a really good round besides 11 and 12. And those were kind of just mental errors. We could have, should have, would have. If those turned into pars, we could have been 7 under right now. But easier said than done. A few years ago, when I was on my fireball days on the course, before I had the simulator, I would partake. All right, this is not really a driver hole, but we're gonna hit it. I would partake in the fireball, and I used to, for like one of the summers, I had a cigar almost every time I was playing. Danko's big on cigars. I think Flying Fat Kid likes them as well. Uh-oh. That was Healy. Car path and go. Car path and go. Let's go. Get through it. Hey, that's what we're talking about. 318 on the drive off the car path. I'm the strongest man alive. Get me in a long drive contest. I wear gloves on both hands. Arthritis. Chinese buffet is such a scam. Cigar wholesale business? Oh boy. You're going to get in contact, Oopsie. If you pop in the Discord, replenish your summer stock. Danko has a pretty good collection, and Flying Fat Kid does too. They've sent some back and forth. You will definitely get some customers if you hop in the Discord. Danko and FFK will be all over that. Here's the. Plus, you can go back and forth with all of us wackos in there. All right, out of the rough, 97. Up about 2, so we're 99. The rough will add another 5 or 6. Right around 100 shot gets it done here. Sounds like Oopsie's doing life right. He's got a cigar wholesale business, got a sweet setup. I'd assume that's either his car or maybe has access to it. Pretty dope car. Oopsie's doing something right in life. All right, Hundo, come on. $101, be good. All right. All right, 4 under. We're not going to catch Joe. This is still a pretty good round if we get this to go. 7, playing 5. I always fret over these small ones, but the first dot at the ball going right to left does affect it. So I'm going to go Right there. Right center. 5-foot putt. Caw. We'll take that all day long. 5 under. That was only a par 70. Besides, I want 11 and 12 back. But second place, that was my twisted stick stroke play debut. Yeah, no, you don't inhale. Don't inhale the membership has its privileges. You never inhale the cigars. Wildflowers. Great round. Appreciate it, boys. Really appreciate the Cornbread and Oobsy becoming members, the super chats. We're going to check out, we'll do the stats quick. Foof, we'll check out that course for you. 8 pars, 8 birdies. That's pretty good. These two, not so good. 1 bogey and 1 double. 293 longest, 277 average. Ball speed was down, but we hit, that's better than what it has been. Lately, I've been like 3 or 4 fairways. 152, 155, 121 feet of putting. 27 putts, hour and 15 minutes, so that ended up not being that fast, but it was fun going back and forth with you guys. 14 out of 18 greens in regulation, we'll take that all day. 78%. 9 out of 14 fairways. Toast said I was hitting driver better. Not exactly further, but it was a little more controlled. All right, how do we spell this course, Foof? Couer, I think maybe? Nope. It was in Idaho, right? Put that course in the chat again so I can spell it. Coeur. There it is. So this is by the designer is Shaq Bill. Never heard of that person, so I preface this by saying Murph said it wasn't. I mean, it's an older course. These designers do awesome work. Without the designers, there is no GSPro. So, although it's probably not going to look quite as good as the last one, this will be way better than I could ever do. So, I do preface that, but it seems like it may not be top quality compared to some of the other ones. Smoking Stick or something. Nice round. Appreciate Triple Threat. Greens regulation is insane, though. I mean, that wasn't bad. You lost sound. Oh, you're an idiot. Sometimes that happens if you're on your phone. If you just close the app and come back. People have said that before. Still have sound. Tours. What do we like better? SUT Tours Leagues. It's a male on GSPro. I'm a snob though. Leagues 100%. Leagues all day. For me, I would say my favorite way to play is scrambles. So whether it's the official scramble tour with Big Dog or even any of the like events that we kind of do or just like playing online with someone, me, a 2-man scramble is my favorite way to play. Ideally, it would be 2v2. So you have the team aspect, you have the competition aspect. If you hit a good shot, you still get credit. If you have a bad shot, it doesn't hurt you as much. That's my favorite way to play. After that, I would say for me, because I don't usually get to not as much as I want to week by week. I would say Pro Tour, it would be Scramble, then Pro Tour, then Leagues, then the club, and then just like playing locally, I guess, for me. But your mileage may vary. Everyone enjoys different things. The leagues are definitely fun because you're playing against people that you know. I just wish there was a little more incentive in terms of like points. The only reason why I say Pro Tour is because you're kind of competing to get those world golf ranking points, which is kind of for bragging rights. I mean, it's pretty close though. Between Scramble with someone online is by far the best way to play for me. I could go back and forth 2 and 3 between Pro Tour and leagues. So we're gonna go practice, on course practice. We're gonna go furthest back tees. We can just skip through some of these so you can see them. That's all fine. All right, let's load it up. We'll see here. With this on-course practice, I can skip around from hole to hole too. I think you said it was 14 you want to see? 68%. Yeah, I mean, that was just a better, I hit irons a little bit better there. So that was a, I mean, that was a, don't get me wrong, that was a pretty decent round. I don't shoot 5 under all the time, so that was a better one. Favor is whatever you beat me at. Yeah, right. Keep dreaming, flying fat kid. Yeah, but I appreciate it, Foof, but it's also sim golf. So although it is very realistic and all that stuff, it is sim golf. More formats for leagues would be game over. Yeah, I agree. They added those. They added the ball speed restriction and the handicap restriction now, which I don't know if anyone was really asking for. I would have much rather preferred them doing kind of the capabilities of all the clubs. Give those to other leagues to where you can do scrambles and alt shots and change up a bunch of different stuff. All right, so as you can tell, not necessarily cartoony, but you can tell like the mini map doesn't look as good. This is kind of more standard basic stuff compared to what we just played. But this is the first hole. It's a par 5. I think I'm just going to skip around. Do you have any, Foof, put in the chat if you want to see these flyovers on any specific holes. But got the mountains in the background. It looks good. Again, way better than I could do, but you see how like the bunkers kind of look pretty standard. The grass doesn't look as realistic. The trees don't look as realistic. There's just different levels to what these guys can do. D-Lud's got a target score to beat this week. You can do it, D-Lud. That was, though, I was pretty happy. I got away with some shots. There's some tough driving holes there. Depends on where you land it, but D-Lud's an aimbot. He's not real anymore. Kicked off no pros. He's using his mouse now. I think he got a square and he's using the swing stick. Red T. Lee admin made his 135 ball speed restriction. 165 ball speed, and he owns the league. Signature hole with the bow in the lake is pretty cartoony. Tiger Woods 2005. 14th hole. All right, we can skip over to there. But you see what we're saying, though, Foof, how like the other one was like pretty well done. That's not even like the best of the best. But that last one we just did, the Seaside Course or whatever, that was like still really well done. Wow, look at this. 14th hole. This may be a cool hole in one hole. We got a boat over here. You guys can't see it, but we got a boat over here on the left. It's just the intricate details, which again, way better than I could ever do. I'm sure this took dozens and dozens of hours to do, but sailboat going by over there. Do the flyover. Little shack there for the shuttle. Boat over here. Let's hit this shot. Cool thing about this on-course practice too, you can keep hitting shot after shot. 164. Down 6. What time is it? 4 o'clock. I gotta get going here in a little bit, but take maybe 5 shots of this. We'll go 8 iron. One thing I wish the designers do, especially some of the best courses in the world, designed years ago, is go back and improve them. Probably overly critical on the stuff, but courses like Tobacco Road have me spoiled. Yeah, from what I understand, I don't disagree with you, Murph. Dila agrees too. From what I've heard, though, because the tools keep changing and what people do, it's much. You would think you would just be able to go in and do a facelift. From what I've heard from designers, they pretty much need to start from scratch and rebuild it altogether. So I don't blame them for necessarily not wanting to, when there's so many courses still to be built, go back and redo something that's already up. From what I understand, it's not as easy to just like update some things. It's like you got to kind of start from scratch and then build it back up again, which is you're essentially building a course all over again. Oh, that's in the water. Right. Right. That's left. Oh, it's not. That felt left. It was Healy. That's a tough pin location. This is what I do if you guys caught. I do some hole-in-one streams every once in a while. I just do this on on-course practice. You keep hitting the same shot over and over again. Right 3. I'm just sculling these. And I'm coming across it. These are supposed to draw. That's a shank. Two years ago, it was fire, though. 2 years from now, best looking courses will look cartoony. Some of the best marquee courses, yeah, Cypress Point. Old tools don't mess with the new. Want more outrageous fantasy courses. Paging Seadrum. Longest par 3 in the world. Legends Golf Resort. If you look it up on the website, they might be there. All right, I'm going to put these, I call them my game balls, but these TP5s are kind of expensive, so I try not to put extra wear and tear on the ones that I actually play rounds with if I don't have to. That was hit better. That wasn't, but it may work. Nope. You see, just like again, the everything just doesn't look quite as good. It's just lower quality to where the water doesn't look as good, the tee box doesn't look as good, the bushes, the green, the bunkers. But if this was your home course, you'd be thrilled how this looks to be able to play it, because even though it doesn't look quite as good, everything's accurate in terms of they use the LiDAR data and all like the topography. Everything is accurate, so all the trees are probably in the right place, all the bunkers are the same, the greens break the same way. Nineteenth hole, hit off a cliff basically. That's a good question, Murph. Saw Murph do a hole-in-one challenge, triple bogey, and he made it. He's had a couple lately. Took me 378 tries, or 387. The fantasy. So, for example, the moonwalk par threes that Seadrum did on the moon. He took all the green, all the LiDAR data and the green data from Exeter that he built for me. All those greens on Moonwalk are from Exeter. So the problem is with the fantasies, you basically have to start from scratch and pull stuff from other places and then build it out from there. I think it depends if you're doing a full 18, like regulation size fantasy. It probably takes longer than a real life course because you don't have definitive data to base everything on. You're kind of doing everything handcrafted. But there's probably maybe closer between a fantasy par 3 in terms of time and effort as there is probably a real course 18. But I don't know. Be a good question for Seadrum's done both. Judd, I don't know if he based Gilded Dunes on anything. You can ask Judd too. He would know. Or at least have an opinion on it. If I'm not mistaken, though, Seadrum hasn't done. This one has a chance. Oh, Seadrum has. I don't think he's done it. 18 like a regular fantasy course. I think they're all par threes. Yeah, they have a template for real courses. Don't see it on the sim site. They have Paynes Valley 19th, which is really cool. I don't remember if that was one. Did I get a hole in one there? I can't remember if that's one of them I got it. I've had it on a few now. I've done Sawgrass, Pebble Beach, Gilded Dunes. I think I got Paynes Valley. That may have been the last one I did. That took me a while. Jeez. We're losing it. That's a 127 yard 8 iron. I'm swiping across it. One thing I would like to see GSPro do is if the ball speed's high enough and the VLA is low enough to be able to skip the ball off the water. That'd be cool. $1 million South African dollars for a hole in one on it. Still warm up on Seadrum Fantasy Part 3 courses. Hillbilly Backwoods Concrete Jungle. Yeah, I mean, Seadrum is the undisputed Fantasy Par 3 GOAT. I may even go as far as saying just the Fantasy GOAT in general, but Greg McDonald has done some really cool stuff with Swiss Alpine Valley and all that stuff. But Seadrum's the man, so I'm partial to old C. Diddy. Definitely the Par 3 GOAT, though. You guys got to figure, too. Like, I don't know how he does it. How does it simulate stinger shots? Yeah, I mean, I can hit a stinger. Like, if I hit a 4 iron, it just picks up exactly what the ball's doing, foof. So, like, the ball speed will be higher, the VLA will be lower. It just doesn't skip off the water. If you hit the water, no matter what, it just plops in. But, like, I can hit, like, this would be a low 4 iron stinger. It's obviously probably going to go too far. But if I play it back in my stance and hit this low, so it just launches lower. Like you can hit any shot you want. You can do flop shots. You can do everything. It actually wasn't a bad 4 iron distance. Let's see if we can get that lower. That was a 10 VLA. That was an 8 VLA. It just doesn't skip though. So that's what I'm saying with like ball speed and the VLA. Over like a certain amount of ball speed in the VLA, it would ideally be able to skip, but you can't do that. But as much fun as it is going back and forth with you guys, answering questions and hitting shots and whatnot, I've been on here a while, so I got to get going. And let's hit the green one time with an 8 iron, and then I'm pretty much live every single day, so I'll be most likely back out here tomorrow. Pull draw. I did hit the green though. Right 3. Here's some tired swings now at this point too. They should have ball combines on the practice range you can aim at. They basically do. They have that. They have a ton of different stuff. They have ladder challenges from different distances you can do on the range. You can set up any green format you want. So you can pick like an island green. You can do different layouts of greens. You can change all the distance. You can pretty much do all that stuff. And they have a Top Golf similar course as well. It's not called that for naming reasons, but it's called Riverwalk Skills Challenge. You can do like hit it through the panes of glass, like big break. You can hit it. There's long drive. You can do targets. All right. Not the inner circle. We're going to end it on that one. Appreciate you, Oobsy. Really appreciate the new members in the super chats, boys. It really does mean a lot. Not very good at expressing my gratitude, saying thank you, but it does mean a ton, and it really does help a lot. Um, I try to dedicate as much time and effort to this channel between live streams and videos. Oh, I don't have a video for tomorrow. I got to do that. Well, I'm going to have to do that quick. In any event, it really does mean a lot, and it helps me dedicate more time to it, where there's times in the past where I would go weeks on end with 50 cents worth of or less of ad revenue for spending like 3 hours on a live stream type of thing. Not that it's all about the money, but opportunity cost kind of comes into play at some point. But it's greatly appreciated. Shout out to Cornbread became a member. Oobsy became a member. Oobsy also sent a generous super chat. Flying Fat Kid sent a super chat. And I think that was it. Black Cloud has been a member for 11 months. That popped up earlier. If I switch this, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oobsy, Flying Fat Kid. Oobsy also became a member. Black Cloud a member, and Cornbread became a member. Shout out. Greatly appreciated. And let's try. I like playing with different people, so let's try to fit in some scrambles or whatnot, alt shots, whatever you guys want to do. Play online. It'd be a lot of fun. Hole in one challenge is the hardest thing to walk away from. Nailed one at the range a few weeks ago. Really? At the top of a little hill in the range and it bounced right into the hole. That's awesome. Have a good one. Appreciate you, boys. I just keep saying bye. I'll be on here for another 20 minutes, so I will catch you on the next one. I got to record a video real quick for tomorrow. I usually post those Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right around noon Eastern. So I'll have something for tomorrow, and then likely sometime again in the afternoon, I'll be back out here doing something live, maybe possibly speed training. We'll see. I think Flying Fat Kid, me, Craig, and Danko are going to be playing live on Thursday night, possibly. So I don't know if I want to do maybe speed training and then be tired or more sore and fatigued for that. But we'll see. We'll do something tomorrow. But greatly appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys just coming along, tuning in, going back and forth with the chats. That's what makes it worth it. And it's one thing to come out here and play, but really, you guys, your interaction back and forth, asking questions, saying funny comments, and all that stuff, that's what makes it worth it. So greatly appreciated, and I will catch you guys in the next one.